I'm Chris Rose, and you are, who are you again?
I'm back, is what it is.
MJD.
And I'm so upset you've been cheating on me while I've been gone. So, so let's not talk about it.
The show's got to go on, so Emmanuel Sanders and D'Angelo Hall, thank you very much for filling in. But it is good to have you back, and I'm...
Great to see you.
What is that? We still do it?
Yeah.
I thought people do this now.
Oh, okay, we do.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Sunday Night Football and what we saw out there. The Eagles, they jumped out to a 20-0 lead. Give credit to the Dallas Cowboys. They got back in this thing. I think they got back within 3 points. But the Eagles overall, is there any question they're the best team in the league?
Oh, no, not at all. I think the Eagles have done what the last two Super Bowl champs have done. They went out and got playmakers to help their quarterback, right? So Tampa Bay, they went and got Tom Brady. They had playmakers already there. The Rams went out and got playmakers to help out Matthew Stafford. You're talking about A.J. Brown. This is the guy that kind of stirs the pot here, as you see here. He's their number one wide receiver, so he forces coverage to go his way. Then it allows Devontae Smith to be singled up. It allows Dallas Goedert to be singled up. It allows the running game to go. But he has to get his touches, and plays like this is what makes him special. When they made that trade in the draft, you knew that the Philadelphia Eagles were going for it all, and they're starting to show up right now.
He's a guy that I know people talk about the route tree, but he can run it all, right? I mean,
he can do everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing I love about him.
He needs to run after catch as well.
Yeah.
But he's a big receiver. He's you know.
I suppose the one thing that you would like to see if you're an Eagles fan this year is Jalen Hurts to lead us on a game-winning drive or something like that, just to get yourself ready for that big moment. It's going to happen at some point. They haven't needed that to happen. I suppose that's the only thing that's lacking.
But I think Jalen Hurts has done it. He's done it with his legs, though. It
Yes.
hasn't been with his arm. And so that's what you're looking to see is, can he go down the field in a 2-minute situation throwing the football? He'll scramble in those situations. He'll extend plays. But can he stay in the pocket and dissect the defense? You're going to have to do that eventually when you get to the playoffs. But right now, just keep winning. What you're doing right now is working, so don't stop doing it, right? Let's not try to get in that situation. Let that situation come to us organically, and then we figure it out from there.
So they head into the bye at 6-0. And by the way, they won't play another winning team until week 11 against the Indianapolis Colts, who are 3-2-1 at this point. So they could stockpile a ton of wins.
So 3-2-1 is a winning record, I guess?
Well, 3 is more than 2.
But it's 1, though. It's that extra 1.
What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Can we talk about the Dallas Cowboys? I know they're disappointed. They came up short on Sunday night. But overall, big picture, because it sounds like maybe Dak will be coming back next week when they play host to the Lions. Perhaps. I think they might not admit it. They're okay with 4-2. Wouldn't you think?
Okay. They're ecstatic. I was over in London watching them whoop up on the Rams. I mean, the way they're winning right now is the recipe for success for them when Dak comes back. Run the football. Play strong defense.
Whoa, hold on. Even with Dak?
Even with Dak, right? And the reason you do that is you're limiting his exposure out there to defenses running different coverages, him not seeing everything all the time. And then what happens is you utilize his legs as well. Very similar to what we see with Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, right? You don't see them just throwing the ball down the field, drop back passes, always RPOs or different things. Use that model because you're running, your two-headed monster at running back is helping out. Your O-line is getting much better. And the best part about it is they're finding ways to get CeeDee Lamb the ball, right? So you're utilizing your weapons. When Dak comes back, don't switch it up.
Yeah, it took him a little while on Sunday night to do that, but yes, yeah.
Just don't.
By the way, real quickly, is this a Super Bowl caliber defense in Dallas? We know that they can apply the pressure on a passer, right? I mean, Jalen.
Yeah, I definitely believe it is. I just think, again, they have to, when you play the Eagles, their running game is much different than any running game you're going to see because of Jalen Hurts. So you got to be able to prepare for that. But I think they can stop and hang with anybody.
You ready to go check out the Chiefs and Bills? I was excited about it.
Were you? Me too.
Were you, or are you just saying that?
I was excited. I didn't get the chance to see it until later on.
Yeah, divisional rematch from a year ago where Mahomes bested Josh Allen in that crazy overtime game.
Okay.
First quarter, we're scoreless. Mahomes. And it's the rookie first-round pick, Kaiir Elam.
Ooh.
You never see that, a red zone pick by Mahomes?
I thought that was a touchdown. Doesn't Ty go to the receiver?
What are you talking about?
Look, he took it from
Yeah.
No.
You're 0 for 2 so far. You still didn't think 3-2-1 was a winning record, and you thought this was caught by a receiver.
The Colts.
All right, second quarter, it's 3-0 Buffalo. Mahomes.
Look at my
The
homeboy.
Juju Smith-Schuster on 3rd and 10. I swear, every time I look at him, I think he's a tight end now.
Get somewhere. Listen, you know the Chiefs are my 4th favorite team, and I love the fact that Patrick Mahomes is doing his thing out there, getting to driving this team. But it seems like they're missing a piece.
Ooh, we'll talk about that. Hold on. First touchdown given up by Buffalo in the last 21 drives.
Oh, wow.
All right, later on, Bills with under 2 minutes to go in the half.
No.
In their own
No.
Goal line. Look at Allen just sling it on 3rd and 13 to Gabe Davis, who, of course, had that 4-touchdown game in the postseason at Arrowhead a year ago. 2 plays later, Allen to Stephon Diggs.
Woo.
And you Diggs in.
Look at him. And stayed on his feet.
Gain of 30, then Allen to Gabe Davis right before the break. 34-yard score. He had 4 touchdowns last year in the playoff game. That's 1. But this is where it gets interesting. Okay, after our next-gen stats, that's his 3rd deep receiving touchdown this year of at least 20 air yards. By the way, Ken Dorsey, much better behaved these days.
Yeah.
So 16 seconds left in the half. Now let's remember what happened last year. Mahomes got the ball with 13 seconds to go in regulation, down 3, got it to Tyreek Hill, got it to Travis Kelce, who made the wide-open move. Then Harrison Butker send it to overtime where Mahomes hit Kelce on the first drive of the game and send them to the AFC title game. So what does Sean McDermott do? Well, instead of the touchback, this time he does the squib kick.
What are we doing?
What, you have a problem with this?
Yes. Kick the ball so they don't. What are we doing?
Well, last year it didn't work. So try this. They're at the 28. There's 12 ticks left. You're going to be fine.
Oh, you sure?
No.
They got a leg over there as a kicker now.
Mahomes to Jerick McKinnon. Look at the move here.
Get back out. Get outside.
That's what he did.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Leslie Frazier, your thoughts?
And he ain't tripping.
Then Mahomes to Kelce.
I knew that was going to happen.
So now they're going to set up Butker, who's playing for the first time in a month. He had that bad ankle. From 62 yards out. And this would be a franchise record.
It's easy money for him.
Woo! You ever try to kick a football?
No, not like that. I've tried, though, but not from 62.
I would pay to see video of that.
You kidding me? I was striking right through the middle.
You'd stripe it?
Yeah, right through the middle.
Don't think so. Third quarter, we're tied at 10. Allen for Stephon Diggs.
Uh-oh.
He had a career best 10 touchdowns last year. He's already got 6.
See, this is the thing. They found something in 23 on that right side. That's 2 times they went up top on them. We got to figure that out, Coach.
I'll figure this one out. Juju Smith-Schuster had his best day as a Chief.
Let's go.
Over 100 yards. He's looking fast there.
No.
Kind of, no. Good enough.
Good, though.
Gain of 41. And then 5 plays later. All right, you want fast on this team?
I want fast.
Mecole Hardman.
Oh, yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, but from the 3-yard line, you really can't tell. Because Mahomes just keeps the play alive and slangs it in there. We're tied at 17. And Allen's like, it might be one of those games where dude who has ball last again will win. On to the 4th. The Chiefs are now up a field goal. It's 3rd and 6. Mahomes trying to get the first down with 6 and change to go. But Von Miller, what a difference maker.
You got to take off. You got to take off or double Von. You can't single Von.
2nd sack of the day. So the Bills take over at their own 24, and here comes Josh Allen. 4th and inches. Your quarterback's like 6'10". Just do that.
You knew that was going to happen. We just saw that in Philly all Sunday night.
5 plays later with 2 and change. Allen to Diggs, one of his 10 snags.
Ooh.
We call that the Diggs route?
That is a great Diggs route. And that's why, you saw when he did the shoulder thing? Put it on my back.
Next play. How about Allen? We've seen him do this countless times.
Set the edge. 38, you got to set the edge, man. You can't let him get all the way outside. You got to help inside.
Justin Reed, you got to know the playbook. He's going to do that to you. That's the longest run of the day for either team, 16 yards. 2 plays later. Do you know what is on the TV tonight? Another episode of Dawson Knox. His first score of the year. That's right, and the Bills are up 24-20 with a minute to go, but Sean McDermott, don't be celebrating yet because that man is ready to get it going. And Mahomes.
See the look in his eyes.
Oh, he's trying to make a play, and he does, but it's for the Bills. It's Taron Johnson with the INT. Mahomes' first time in a year during the regular season. He's had multiple interceptions in a game. The Bills' defense comes up big. So does Josh Allen. And Buffalo gets a 2nd straight year where they win at Arrowhead during the regular season.
Wow.
How big, though, was this based on the memory they had last year in January in Kansas City?
Well, let's remember last year they blew Kansas City out in the regular season. You told me that, and that is true. They blew them out, and then you go into the playoffs, and then you kind of have a really good game. But Patrick Mahomes goes, this is the kind of game you want to win because you go down last, you have the ball last, you go down and score, and then your defense is able to hold, and that's what's important because in the playoffs it's about your defense. Your offense is going to score points. You said Gabriel Davis had 4 TDs last time you played in the playoffs. But the defense is what gave it up. So now your defense is saying, we could hold them to 20 points. You guys get your offense going, we'll be good to go. This win is more memorable. And this is the other thing. The same way we talked about Philly getting A.J. Brown, you saw the Buffalo Bills were all in. They went and got Von Miller, right? They're going to get guys. They're talking about being one of the teams trying to get Christian McCaffrey. They're going all in. In the National Football League right now, you need superstars on your team. And the Bills are trying to go get them. And I love that guy right there, number 40, making things happen for him.
Yeah, I get it. It's too early. It's week 6. But if you look ahead, essentially Buffalo's now got a 2-game lead over Kansas City for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And this is huge. Josh Allen, 3-0 at home in the playoffs. Winless on the road. He played well enough to win last year in Kansas City, but didn't get it done. It's more the defense. You know, they're giving up just 17 per at home in the playoffs with Josh Allen as their quarterback. So during this time, 34 on the road. So they're much more comfortable when they're back home in Buffalo. And with Mahomes, if you just look into the future, he hasn't played a road game. He's played a couple of neutral games in the Super Bowls, but he's got 9 playoff games at home, nothing on the road.
Well, I'll say this. When you go to Buffalo, it's Bills Mafia that really makes that stadium rock. That and the weather, right? We're talking about that win game last year against the Patriots where you couldn't really throw the ball. The Patriots ran the ball, threw it 3 times or something like that. So you're going to have to be able to adjust. And it is tough to go on the road. So for Mahomes, this is going to be new territory for him. But they got to figure out a way to start chopping away and trying to get back this home field advantage because you just don't know what's going to happen. Each week is different in the National Football League. We just seen the Jets beat the Packers, and we'll go talk about that a little bit later. But the Jets are a really good team in that AFC East. The Dolphins are still a really good team when they get healthy. They're able to go. So if you're the Chiefs, hold on, let me finish. If you're the Chiefs, I got you. If you're the Chiefs, just keep winning. Let's go.
But you're making it sound like there's a couple teams that could push Buffalo in the AFC East.
I think there are. You don't think so?
No.
So the Dolphins didn't beat them?
Okay, but
I'm just asking.
Yeah, that was down in Miami at the beginning of the year when it was like 1,000 degrees. I think they played on the sun.
Now we got all these excuses.
No, not excuses. We'll see how Miami does when they go up to Buffalo later this year.
Exactly, but I'm just saying things can happen.
Of course, absolutely. Injuries happen, some weird things happen, but I don't think it's too early to talk about the playoffs in week 6.
Me either.
Just makes
it's
it more
always
fun.
great to talk about the playoffs.
Okay. You know who's talking about the playoffs?
Who?
The New York Giants. They came in
No
1,
way.
taking on the Ravens. Wink Martindale spent 10 years working for John Harbaugh.
You know what he said? He was
City.
like, "Hey man, you know you let me go, right?
Yeah.
You know I know you're
No hard feelings, huh?
Yeah. Here we go.
Lamar to Mark Andrews. We mention Mark Andrews' name every week on the show. I still think he's underrated.
So we're not going to cover him with just one guy? We know where he's going to go in the red zone.
Daniel Jones looking for his tight end. The rookie, Daniel Bellinger, with his 3rd touchdown of the year. Giants are within 3. Ensuing Ravens drive. They just need a couple of first downs. It's 3rd and 6 with over 3 minutes to go. Bad snap. Lamar, just throw it out of bounds.
No.
Just throw it. Do not throw it across your... Oh, gosh! Julian Love, the love child.
No, go to the house, get to the numbers. See, he should have kept going outside. He might have scored.
Okay. Well, he still got inside the 15, but Lamar just should have thrown this away after doing this, right?
No, he probably should have. Or just ran the ball and slid and punted, right?
That's fine. That's fine.
Keep the clock going.
Yep. Great play by Love, good read, and
he threw the ball to their D-tackle fullback, which I loved. I love Lamar.
311-pounder down the field.
Exactly.
All right, Saquon leads the NFL in yards from scrimmage. He leaps into the end zone, and the Giants have a lead.
Saquon is on a mission. Have you not noticed?
Oh, he has been. Okay. And how about this kid, Kayvon Thibodeau, the number 1 overall pick with his first sack. It's a strip sack at that. The G-men recover. Leonard Williams does it. And, yeah, Baltimore blows another double-digit lead. They fall to 3-3. But the Giants, they have their best 6-game start since 2009. They are 5-1. Good for them so far.
Yeah, great.
Joe Burrow wearing the Jamar Chase game-worn jersey during the 2019 NCAA Championship game.
Swag.
In that building in New Orleans.
Swaggy.
Yeah.
Swaggy.
Burrow looking for Joe Mixon.
You know where he from? He from the crib, y'all. He from Antioch. He from Antioch, California.
Oh, okay, I've heard
Do your
of that.
thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing, Joe. That's why he dancing.
Tied at 7 in the second. Okay, Andy Dalton, the former Bengal, still at the helm for the injured Jameis Winston. This is Rashid Shaheed.
Ooh, cut back. See how you cut back? Now
the rookie from Weber State, just elevated from the practice squad, and apparently practice makes perfect.
It does. When you practice hard like that and you got a little play design for it, no one knows about you.
Joe Burrow didn't want to hear this. They were down 17-7. He threw for 300, and he ran for 19 on this touchdown. You think he was smoking a stogie in this dome after the game?
Nah, only on championship. He said we only there for championship things.
Third quarter, Bengals are down 9. We haven't had a Jamar Chase sighting.
Yep, now you do.
7 for 132. The Bengals are down at the gritty.
You know, they call that a bang 8. You got to be able to be inside of that as a corner. Can't let him in like that.
All right, just over 2 minutes to go. Saints are punting it away, and
what happened?
Blake Gilkin's punt travels 29 yards.
What happened?
Oh, that was horrible. So the Bengals are taking over. Burrow to Jamar Chase, who works it on Bradley Roby.
Listen, I saw him in training camp. That is a running back playing wide receiver.
1, 2, 3, kick.
Yeah.
The Bengals, the AFC champs, who started 0-2, back to 500 with a huge road win. And now they're down more because Jeff
What happened?
Jr.
Where'd the ball
fumbled.
go?
A.J. Terrell, whoa, he
he
fumbles. Jalen Hawkins, he didn't fumble. He recovers it, so it's 14-0.
Wow, that's a wild play. 2 fumbles and a touchdown?
Yeah. Now 14-7 after Garoppolo hit Brandon Ayuk for a score, and it's a law firm of Garoppolo and Ayuk again.
Hey, listen, Ayuk has had a great offseason.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden these routes are starting to show up. He is a tough cover, man.
Marcus Mariota didn't throw a lot, only threw 1 incompletion, did some damage with his legs. This is a touchdown. The Niners, it's the first time allowing more than 20 points all year, and they allowed it in the first half alone.
Well, this is the thing. Those athletic quarterbacks give you a little bit of trouble if you're not used to doing it.
Yeah. Plus, they got a ton of injuries. We're missing more than half their starters on
You're
defense.
making them excuses again.
Mariota, Kyle Pitts, his first stateside touchdown. He had one in London a year ago. And then how about this guy? This dude is so excited for him.
I just don't know why we're not
look,
giving the ball.
don't do it. Oh.
Yes, do it. We need it. Why not give him the ball?
Then now, look at this. We got a new 88 club.
The 88.
No. That, Michael Irvin, that's not for you. Those are 2 8s. Fourth quarter, Garoppolo, Debo, tip drill.
Got to get those.
Jalen Hawkins, big day.
Jalen Hawkins, get out of bounds. Don't let him touch your body.
Yeah.
Okay, throw it up.
Niners fall to 3-3. Falcons move up to 3-3 after the 14-point win.
Oh, I was at this one, y'all.
Steve Wilkes, your interim coach after Matt Rule got ousted this week. Sean McVay's team just 2-3, the champs.
He looks stoic there.
And on this run by Malcolm Brown, pay attention, Joseph Noteboom, injured ankle. They had 6 different starting offensive line combinations in 6 games this year. They just can't get healthy there at all. Stafford, tip. Deontay Jackson, a pick 6.
Hey, listen, hold on. Who cut these highlights? Y'all out of pocket for this. This
Why?
is not how the game went.
What
are we doing?
though.
No, this is not how the game went. I don't like this.
It doesn't matter whether you like it or not.
As an honorary member of the Ramley, I do not like that highlight.
All right, it's 10-10 in the third. Pipe down, or I'm going to send you back to London.
All right,
Stafford,
See,
Cooper Kupp.
I like this. I like this a lot, actually.
7 for 80.
Okay.
Also had a couple of rushes for 17 yards. Speaking of running, and 17
Be
yards.
careful.
Ben Skoranek.
Yeah, they didn't know he was going to get the ball. He got gas, too.
That's 17 yards for the score, and it's 17-10.
Jordan Shrug, what you thought was going to happen? Thought the Rams were going to lose again?
All right, what happened here with Robbie Anderson and his receivers coach, Joe Daly?
You know, sometimes in life you don't get along with people, and we just have to take a deep breath and break.
But this is tough, man. When you see this, Steve Wilkes, he said, listen, I'm going to run it my way. You go into the locker room. And then he chewed out his coach, too. This is not good. That does not look good at all.
We got a lot of things going on there in Carolina.
Oh, man. Robbie Anderson went to Twittersville after the game, too. Rams trying to add to their lead. Darrell Henderson, remember, no Cam Akers, inactive.
Yeah.
See what the future holds there. Rams get back to 500, 24-10 your final. Aaron Rodgers, they lost in London against the G-Men.
He won't go back-to-back. He won't lose at home again.
No. They were 10-0 following a loss in the LaFleur era.
Oh!
Dude, he was getting drilled in the first half. He came in with a bad thumb anyway. Man, bruised ego, too, now. A.J. Dillon with the fumble. Jets recover, leads to a field goal. Then Quinnen Williams takes down Rodgers. That's a legal hit. He's out of the pocket.
Wow.
We're tied at 3 at the break, and Matt LaFleur, dude, come on. I know you look ridiculous.
Not be touching Aaron Rodgers like that, is what he said.
Third quarter.
What?
Braxton Berrios. It's his second straight week he's done this for
We had it contained. Good job.
Good block by C.J. Uzomah out there.
Bang. Bing. Cutback. Okay.
Jets are up 10-3 and feeling good. They can
Can't let him hang around. You can't let him hang around.
Rodgers sacked 4 times. Quinnen Williams is becoming a star, by the way. That kid can play.
Yeah, we knew that coming out of he's Alabama, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he was balling.
Man, what's going on? They can change special teams coaches, change punters, but the result's the same.
There you go.
Michael Clemens with the swat. Scoop. Will Parks with the recovery.
That's a scoop.
And the receipt man is loving it.
Uh-oh.
Rodgers, Lazard,
Dot.
That's nice.
Where was that at? Why we got to get that when we down 14?
This kid is also becoming a star on the offensive side of the ball for the Jets. Breece Hall, 197 total yards last week, 121 this time.
Ooh, hey. He got good vision, great stiff arm, big back in the cold.
Yeah.
Tough to tackle.
And speaking of the rookie class for the Jets, how about Sauce Gardner? Do you know what we call this? What is this called?
cheese sauce.
Yeah, baby.
Or saucy cheese.
Yeah.
However you like it.
You like it?
No.
You know who didn't like? You know who didn't like it?
I'm lactose
Aaron
intolerant.
Rodgers.
We got to be realistic about where we're at. We've played a couple subpar games, the last two, so we got to play better. But wobbly, only if people are breaking rank. You know, I think it'll be interesting to look at the comments from all of our guys and coaches, and hopefully we stick together. That's the important thing. Not attacking anything. I just think that based on how we've played the last 2 weeks, I think it's going to be in our best interest to simplify things for everybody. Where nobody works harder than Matt on the plan each week, and nobody comes with better ideas than him and his staff. But if it's not working, it's not because those guys aren't grinding. It's because we're not executing. And if we think we have the right players, then we need to simplify things. If you don't, then that's a whole other conversation.
Buccaneers offense struggling as well Sunday in Pittsburgh.
That was deep.
It was. We'll talk about it in just a second.
How deep can we get, Tom?
Well, not deep enough to the end zone.
Oh!
Yeah.
School.
Alex Highsmith forced the fumble. Chris Godwin recovered.
Oh, good.
Brady and the Bucs. He was 10 of 21 in the first half. Look at this. Look at the saliva count.
Yeah.
It's just way too much.
Yeah, he's upset.
Well, I understand being upset. That's fine.
Cool.
But, man, can we put a face shield on him or something? Third quarter, the Steelers nursing a 1-point lead. Kenny Pickett. This would have made Duck Hodges proud because of the wounded duck it was.
Ooh.
Deontay Johnson snags it, but how about the hit the rookie took? Injured on the play, Devin White got him a couple of times on this day. Got checked out for a concussion and was replaced by the opening day starter, Mitch Trubisky. So you're thinking, God, Steelers, how are we going to snap a 4-game slide? Trubisky was great.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Hit Chase Claypool here with under 10 to go in the game.
Dot.
He had a big game. Steelers are up 8. Here come the Bucs on the ensuing drive. You know who's become a great pass catcher this year out of the backfield?
Who?
Leonard Fournette.
You didn't know he could catch the football?
But we didn't think so coming out of school.
Why? Oh, this guy didn't throw him the ball. Look at that. Go ahead, Lenny. Oh,
Watch
good
this.
cut. Bing bomb. Pinball machine. Let's go.
So we need a 2-point conversion to tie it with 4:38 to go.
Did the same play.
It was not. They tried for Chris Godwin, but Devin Bush got a hand on it. Nice job knocking it away. So Bucs need a stop, and they couldn't do it. Converted 3rd and 16 to Trubisky. Now on 3rd and 11, looking for Chase Claypool. And that's a great catch. Yep. Tippy toes equal a W. Tom Brady, what happened here?
We didn't earn it. We didn't earn the win. So it's a game of earning it, and it's a game of playing well and performing well, and we're just not doing a good job of that. I don't think we've done it for 6 weeks. And I think we're all playing less than what we're capable of, and we've all got to look at ourselves in the mirror and figure out why.
No, well, we didn't take them lightly, number one. Number two, I think guys that's living off the Super Bowl are living in a fantasy land, and you got to get your hands dirty and go to work like everybody else. And we've been working hard, and we got to work harder, because nobody's going to give us anything or feel sorry. So we got to go back as coaches, as players, and the time for talking is over. You either got to put up or shut up.
All right, so your final 4 teams from the NFC postseason a year ago. You got the Bucs, the Packers, the Rams, the Niners. They are all 3-3 through 6 games.
That's insane.
So I need you to rank them, if you don't mind, in order of how good they are right now.
It's week 6. You want me to do this right now?
Oh, we're putting the pressure on.
Okay, I listen, at 4, I'm going to go with the Rams. And I know as a member of the Ramley, people are like, are you crazy? Like, what's going on? Too many injuries right now. Offensive line, you have 4 guys down. You have your left tackle down, left guard, center, and right guard. You may get some guys back, but they're banged up. You have Van Jefferson out. Cam Akers situation. It's just too many injuries to kind of sustain. Defense is playing at a high level. Offense is struggling. You have to be able to score points in this league, obviously, and able to try to win games, right? You can't do it like the old days because of the way the rules are set up. So there's the Rams at 4. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason being is, just like Coach said, and like Tom said, they're not earning and they're not playing the right way. They're not playing like the team that has Mike Evans and Tom Brady and Leonard Fournette and this great defense. They're not showing up and each week and playing the right way. The quarterback is getting hit way too much. And you still have both of your bookend tackles. You've only lost your center and your left guard. you got to find a way to protect. And as you see Tom here chewing them out, they're not giving
He's
him
also
the opportunity.
spitting them out.
Yeah,
apparently
I'd
he's
told him,
chewing
yeah.
and spitting them out.
Back up a little bit, but
yeah, but offensively they just haven't moved. Defensively, they played well enough to be better than a 3.
And that's what I'm saying. They're not offensive. They're not making things happen. So that's why they're number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Packers because the Packers beat the Buccaneers, right, in Tampa. Okay. But the other reason is this: the Packers just need to run the football. At the end of the day, they just need to sit down and run the football. When I was in London, I'm London's second son, right?
Yeah, I know you are. I checked your passport.
Yeah, thank you. This is the thing. Right there, why are you throwing the ball? You had a 3rd and 1, and you threw it twice. You threw it on 3rd down and 4th down. You could have easily won that game by handing the ball off to A.J. Dillon twice, and he could get you a yard.
But doesn't a guy like Aaron Rodgers have to sign off on this? He is a 4-time MVP.
And that's fine, but we have to find a way. You just heard what he said. We have to simplify things. Well, 3rd and 1, run the football. That's simple, right? How about we just get a run game going and then use play-action pass to our advantage? That's why you have Matt LaFleur there. Last but not least, I'm going to go with the Niners being 1 out of all of them because the one thing the Niners do have with injuries and all that's going on, they have a defense that travels and a running game. And yes, they didn't show up in Atlanta, and that's fine, but they're a physical team, probably the most physical team in the NFC. And when they're playing and they'll get healthy, they're tough to deal with because they scheme runs and their defense finds a way to attack the quarterback. Now, it hurts me to say this because, I grew up a Raiders fan and all my people back in the Bay, they love the Niners. I just don't like the Niners in general, but the way they're set up to travel. They're set up to have success with or without injuries. They've done that the last couple of years. So if you're talking about a team that I think has a chance or the edge over all of them, it'd be the San Francisco 49ers.
You make me laugh, by the way. You make them number 1, and then you have to just sucker punch them a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't like the Niners.
I don't like them, but
you did pick them number 1.
It's okay.
It'll be interesting.
I was happy they lost to the Falcons, though.
All right, let's get to a little Sunday night football. Battle for first.
Okay, Dak, are you back?
Maybe we'll see Dak next week. In the meantime, we got Cooper Rush for a 5th straight start.
Rush got the whole fam out there watching. It's a big game.
Jalen Hurts trying to get his team to 6-0 on 4th and 3.
Who do you get the ball to?
Oh, we're going to run it to A.J. Brown. You talked about him early in the show.
Big Batman. That's Big Batman.
Micah Parsons.
We're just going to read him.
Welcome back to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on through.
Yeah, they're going to count for him on just about every play. Second quarter, it's now 8 plays later. Miles Sanders. They have so many different guys that can tote the rock.
I don't know what dance that is, but we need to figure it out. Yes, you're right, and it makes them dangerous. Everybody can run the ball right now.
Ensuing possession, Cooper Rush.
Tips and overthrows.
Oh, yeah. C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And this one, what a play by Bradbury. I don't know if we're going to show the replay, but he ends up jumping the route. Okay, we don't show. He jumps the route and tips it up in the air. But here we go again to Big Batman. Get Big Batman going again. Good cut. He is tough to tackle. 230 pounds running like that. If you get that guy in space, as we see again, they're not letting Micah Parsons dictate what's going on. They're forcing him to decide.
You see Parsons? He had his palms up. Like, what am I supposed to do here?
Nothing.
Can I get some help?
Yeah.
And he's frustrated with that really good defense. It's 14-0.
Uh-oh.
Now it's 17-0. Rush.
Yaka. Oh, another one.
Darius Slay.
Oh, get out of it. Hey, you know what I love about this, though? Show it all. Oh, they're not going to show it. He went and gave the ball to Meek Mill and his son out there. I see you, Slay, with the community.
Yeah, and Rush, who hasn't been turning it over, had a couple there in the first half. Third quarter, boys are down 20-3, but Zeke.
Get the ball to Zeke.
Let's go.
Look at Zeke.
He almost tripped him.
Yeah, hey, that turf monster almost got him, but guess what? That's right, Zeke. Get back going.
Hey, he had 81 yards on the day.
Okay, we get there.
Eagles nursing a 10-point lead. Hurts looking for Dallas Goedert, almost picked by Micah Parsons. Dude, what can't he do, by the way? Apparently
he can't do that.
Yeah, he can't do that. That's taunting.
Everything else.
We know that that's a big thing. You can't get in a guy's face and talk about it. That's a penalty. Fourth quarter, Cowboys trying to get within 3. Oh, Jake Ferguson.
Who's
the
that?
rookie out of Wisconsin. You know who his grandfather is?
No, I don't.
Barry Alvarez. He
Really?
hates it when people mention that.
But that's
the first
your
thing we
grandpap.
mentioned.
You got to make sure you like it.
Well, it was the third thing I mentioned. So
What did I
fine.
tell you about this? A.J. Brown. What did I tell you earlier? See?
Yeah, finished with 5 catches, 67 yards, doing his thing.
And a touchdown.
Next play, Hurts, Devontae Smith.
Slim Reaper.
It is a great nickname.
Slim Reaper.
6 for 6 on that one.
So this is what you told me. You said they can run the ball with so many guys, but they also have so many guys that can catch the ball as well.
Yeah.
They are a great team. Yeah, he's frustrated.
Yeah, he got an unsportsmanlike conduct. We can't do that. I understand people get ticked off, but don't hurt your team. Happens. Cooper Rush, Looking for CeeDee Lamb, but it's C.J. Gardner-Johnson, his first multi-interception game. Rush thought he got dinged in the helmet.
What a catch.
So the Eagles 6-0 for the first time since they made it all the way to Super Bowl 39. Yeah. Mike Garafolo with Darius Slay.
All right, Slay, we talked about this being a huge weekend in Philly sports with the Phillies the other day, and this crowd was electric tonight, wasn't it?
Oh, it's crazy. A lot of energy, man. You know, it's been a great week for the weekend in Philly, man, with the baseball going on, the hockey going on, every sport playing right now. So it's a great feeling, man, a great atmosphere.
Your defense, I mean, we talked about the Cowboys defense coming into it, but you turned over a guy who hadn't thrown an interception coming into the game. You turned him over 3 times. What'd that say about your defense tonight?
I mean, we great, too. You know, they got a great defense as well, but like I said, man, this game came over to turnovers, and that's what we did on our side, is turn the ball over. I think we're like one of the number 1 defense in turnovers, so that's what we're doing on our side.
All right, 6-0 right now. Yeah. How long can you keep this rolling? You just kind of look at it week to week, or what?
I mean, we week to week, man. We're not really worried about 6-0, honestly, man. We're just trying to be 1-0 each and every week and keep trying to progress and get better as a group, better as a unit.
All right, the other week you picked off a pass, you gave it to James Harden.
Yeah.
Tonight it was to Meek Mill and his kid.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to keep giving that to the famous person in the crowd, huh?
I know, right? I'm going to get Trout next, man. So I just saw him in the stands. If I knew he was here, I would have gave him one, too. I tried to catch a second one, but, you know, I know he's a big Eagles fan, so I got him next.
Mike Trout you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Mike Trout.
All right, congratulations on the victory. Appreciate your time, Slay.
All right, thank you.
We move from Mike Trout to the Finns in Miami.
Down to South Beach.
Yeah, maybe we'll see Tua next Sunday night against the Steelers, but it was the Skylar Thompson show, the 7th-round pick out of K-State, his first NFL start.
100 degrees outside.
Yeah,
right?
more like a billion out there. Short-lived start. In the second quarter, bangs his hand on Patrick Jones's helmet.
Lord have mercy.
And he was done for the
What
day.
is going on with the quarterbacks in Miami?
Well, Teddy B, he practiced on Friday. No limitations. He was back in there. Fast forward to the 4th in a 10-3 game against the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, his second touchdown snag of the season.
That's a lot of time. He had a lot of time to find out.
The gritty.
Got the gritty.
Yeah.
Told y'all what we got to do.
Yeah, Thompson's like, yeah, there's my thumb, and it don't feel good. Teddy Bridgewater to Mike Gesicki.
Right? Yeah.
Here's.
Now you do it. Do it. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Stop.
No?
No.
You don't think he's gotten any better?
Yeah, if I'm like, hey, no. This is
Coach thought so. All right, so the Dolphins
came
down
from
6, 4th and 5, Bridgewater.
Run.
Tyreek Hill leads
yeah.
the league in receiving yards, had a $177 on Sunday.
Tyreek ain't playing with y'all. Get him the ball again. He's cold.
3 plays later, they're going to go to their other weapon, Jalen Waddle. He gets the first down, but he loses it.
Oh, no. It was, what? Scoop. Get back. Get down. Yeah, get out the way.
You know, you talk to them like they can hear you.
They can't hear me.
Yeah. Well,
love
Jalen Waddle wasn't hearing any of it. So the next Minnesota drive, let Dalvin cook.
Yeah, they finally started to run the ball down there in Minnesota. Down there, you hear me?
Up.
Yeah, it's up there, but he going up to this end zone. Shut it
Vikings, best 6-game start since 2016. They're 5-1.
down. Dolphins.